Alright, let's face it. So today is the day 9 of the gender unity journey. So today we'll be discussing the pressure that women experience differently. You know that we say that in the part 2 of the gender unity journey, we'll be talking about things men and women experience differently. So yesterday we talked about the pressure that men experience differently. So today we'll be talking about the pressure that women experience differently in the society. All right. So when we talk about pressure in the society, especially in the families, we always, refer to the women because of the burden that they carry, especially the ones that, this pressure does not come as a simple task to do. It has become an expectation that they must bear most of the time. So this is for us to, unravel all these pressures and for us to understand them very well in a way not to compete but to make it easier for everybody in the society. Women are expected to be, confident without intimidating anybody, without disturbing anybody from their comfort, and at the same time, they're expected to be ambitious without or ambitious and also at the same time be selfless. All right. So stick with us like we always do. It has been itemized into four, and the third one is the most important one that we'll be talking about. So the first pressure that they experience in the family is the pressure to be a good woman. Whenever we talk about women or whenever we talk about girls, one thing comes to our head: the character, being good. How good are they? So they are always expected to, exhibit some level of perfection in terms of character and goodness in the society. Every time in the society, we always remind them that they should be good, they should be perfect. That expectation, like they are expected to be perfect in the society. They are expected to be the mirror with which people see through in the family. They are expected to, carry the image of the family, the character of a woman. So most of the time we force these people into becoming who they are not because we want them to please the society and appear like, who we want them to appear like. And at the same times, most of the time we subdue them. So the second point that we'll be talking about is the pressure of marriage as achievement. Marriage, the pressure of marriage. When a female child is born into a family, we always protect them, the father, the mother, the siblings. We always try to protect them, from the opposite gender in the society. So this will keep happening until the girl gets into, 20s, in her 20s, 21, 22, 23. We expect these people to bring a husband home. We always expect them to, bring a man. But these are the same people that, we have always hindered from mingling with people from the society. Their social life is zero. We always want them to be at home. I always have some friends that most of the time their parents don't even allow them to go out, especially the women. The father tries to protect them, the mother tries to protect them, and their social life is zero, believe me. And at the same time, these are the people that we want to, we want them to bring their husband as early as they are 22, 23, 24. Where will they get it from? And when they eventually brings a man and get into the family, they face the pressure of, bearing children. Bearing children. Their womb becomes the family project. When they fail to give birth to a child, it becomes their fault. Nobody reasons the man. So all these are ways that we pressure the women in the society without even knowing it, without even knowing what they go through or caring to know what they go through in the society. So the third and the most important is the pressure of domestic responsibility. The pressure of domestic responsibility. We expect these people to do a lot of things in the family, ranging from house chores, ranging from cooking. Some mothers will go to work and still return probably by 6 in the evening, and they have not got any rest at all. We still expect them to get into the kitchen and start cooking for us. We still expect them to, carry out some unnecessary tasks, cleaning and all of this in the family. We expect this perfection from these people. We always want them to deliver. We see it as their role. We see it as their, their responsibility. And most of the time, we abandon the emotion that builds up in these people. They tend to go through a lot. But because the society see it as normal, the society see it as normal thing that should be taking place, we care not to know. So how do we, curtail this in the society? You as a man, I remember the novel that I read when I was preparing for my JAMB, Sweet 16. I love that story. I love that story so much. How the father was in her life, in everything she was doing, trying to know when she get into relationship, the people that she mingle with. Even when she was moving with Bobo, the father was so much interested. It's about 6 years I read this story, but it's still intact in my brain. Everything that happened, the father did not shield her from the society. Rather, the father protected her, but at the same time the father gave her the option to choose. And at the same time, the father helped her to understand what the word entails. The father was in her life, in everything that she was doing, her life choices, her academics. So try to know what your children are doing. Try to know how they cope with pressure. Try to know who they associate with. Don't try to shield them. Don't try to shield them. You protect them too much. You protect them from learning. They won't know anything. Their social life will be zero if you overprotect, or if you become overprotective of your child, especially the female one. When they eventually have that chance, believe me, they will explore. So the last but not the least is the pressure to protect the family image at all cost. Our mothers always tend to have that burden of trying to protect the family image. Like I said before, we always see them as the mirror through which we view every family.